Okay, roll.
Hi there, okay, today I'm with Abner Washington here at the Chosen Rehab Center, a drug rehabilitation center in Ghana. I just had the opportunity to have a look around and see the wonderful work that's happening here. I just want to ask Abner, just tell us a bit of the story about how you got to be here, how the work began.
Well, it's begun without us, let me just say without us planning, you know. When my husband and I first got married, we were going to the ghettos, we were preaching to them, and we realized every week we go back and they're in the same position, in the same state. So we were contemplating on like how to change that, and God just dropped in my husband's spirit that we should bring one person home because that person was actually sick in the ghetto. So we did that, you know, we brought that person home. The person slept in a room, and the next day we were just wondering how far this would go. I mean, how far can we take this guy, really? And then within a few days, some people came knocking at our gates, and then we realized they were also from the ghetto, and they had heard we had brought one person. So we're like, well, how can we turn them away? So of course we let them come in, and before we knew it, from one person to 5 people, 10, 20 people, and it just kept on growing and growing. I mean, if God had said like in 3 years you're going to be living with over 100 drug addicts, alcoholics, I would have said no way, absolutely no. You know, it just happened gradually, one step at a time. Yeah.
So how long ago was that?
That was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and it's been growing. It started with one person now. At the men's center, about 120 of them. At the women's center, there are 30 women with like 10 babies and children. Newest baby is just 2 weeks old. Her mother was actually gang raped by 4 guys, and it has affected her mentally. So we have to practically take care of her and the baby, and the work is just really growing.
So where do these guys come from generally, and how do they come to be a part of the home?
Most of them are from the ghettos. We have outreach programs 3 times a week, and during those programs we give them food, water, clothes, and we tell them about this place, that it's a rehabilitation place. If they want to change, they can come here, learn the word of God, study, pray, and try and be delivered from what they're going through, and then they accept it, and then they come along with us. Some people, by word of mouth, they just hear about this place and they come on their own.
So people are watching maybe now around the world, and they're hearing about what you're doing. How can they support you? How can they donate some of these items of food and clothing and money?
Our greatest need, of course, is food. Feeding them is very expensive, and also our medical expenses. You know, people come from the ghettos and they are just tattered, they are battered, they have all kinds of scars on them. So support is really needed. To support, we have our bank accounts and then our phone numbers. We can give that out. I'm sure I can give it to you.
The website address?
Okay, website is www.chosenrehabcenter.org. That is chosenrehabcenter.org. And on the website you can get the bank accounts information and our phone numbers on how to donate.
That's great. Abner, thank you so much for sharing that today. We appreciate that. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Good.